All right, so I'm going to try to make this video, and I say try because this is a more difficult subject matter to work with. For videos like what I'm about to make, they usually get pulled from the platform, people mass report them, or some other weird thing happens, they get yanked. So I'm not going to try to filter language as carefully as I normally would because I don't think it's going to matter. I think that to a degree the filtering's got it. But anyway, let's jump into it. When it comes to the Middle East and what's happening right now, the latest update that I have is that Iran has urged the President Trump here, to intervene and force a ceasefire to prevent further loss. The fact that the defending side in this matter is asking for help from the U.S. to stop this from happening is very telling of the fact that one side wants to resolve this, where the other side, Netanyahu, has declared they're on a path to victory. Now, I've made videos before where I have said that when it comes to what Iran is doing and how they're handling things, they should be defending themselves and they should be doing something about the atrocities that Israel has, made happen. There is no debate about that. Israel, for far too long, has lorded around with the support of the United States to do these things that are horrible. And a lot of the leadership in Israel, and keep in mind, I'm saying leadership. I'm not talking about the individual people. We'll get to them in a minute. But when it comes to the leadership there, they have had free reign to commit multiple war crimes with nothing happening to them at all. And that's got to stop at some point. As I've said before, Israel's surrounded. If Iran and other nations around there can join forces, this will stop. It will. And this is the change that needs to take place. Now, to get on to the people of Israel, those that have stood by silently while still supporting what has happened to the Palestinian people, they're getting everything they deserve. They are. And for all of us who are saying, what about the innocent people? Yeah, war sucks. Conflict sucks. It is awful. But it has continued to happen, and most of those people have been largely unaffected, while other surrounding nations have been, and the Palestinian people have been genocided continuously. And it will continue to happen until somebody does something about it. So, in my opinion, as has been, and again, I expect this video to do poorly or to get yanked before it even sees the light of day. So if you are seeing this, please like, share, support, do all of those things, get it out there so it's getting attention. But it is at a point where Israel needs to be shown that they are not as powerful as they think they are and that they cannot just continue to get away with these things as they have. Something has to be done. And the world needs to step up and support that. As far as the surrounding nations, they need to be doing that. And so far they've tried. There have been multiple videos showing how Israel has placed themselves in a position where everything they've accused the Palestinian people of is a confession to what Israel is actually doing. So as far as I'm concerned, if Iran decides to crater that place, then that's what needs to happen. It is retribution for the unholy things that have happened to every other nation around Israel that have just been let to be happen under the fear that Israel will just call the United States and come handle business. So as far as I'm concerned, Israel's getting what they deserve. Not nearly enough, but they're getting some of it. So for those of you that are in Israel and you don't agree with what your leadership is doing, if you can speak out, speak out. If you can't, keep in mind that there will be a time where you can say things and you can say, hey, I didn't support this. And you will have a chance to help those that survive in other nations, and you can do your part. There will always be a chance for those that don't support what the leadership is doing to do something about it. There's always a chance. Doesn't mean it's right away, but there's always a chance. As far as the many Americans here that are just on their soapbox, just crying about the poor Israeli people, I'm going to ask you the same question that everybody else has been asking. Where were you for the people of Gaza? Where were you for those people? Or the various other nations threatened by Israel? Where were you? Just crickets from you people. So anyway, that's where I stand on that. I felt I need to get a video out on it. I try to cover as many topics as I can, but there's just a lot going on in the world right now. There is a ton. Anyways, again, if you guys can help get this video out to spread reach and whatnot, I appreciate it. I expect this to be filtered by the algorithm and suppressed by TikTok. That's just going to be a thing that's going to happen. So not going to be really any tags on here or anything. You're just going to have to catch it where you can, because I feel if I tag it, it's going to get even more heavily filtered. So we'll see what we can get. I may have to remake this. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. And yeah, that's all I got on this for right now.